So this would be turn 5 in the God Kings, representing the years 1400 through 1375 BCE. And just to give an overview of how the turn starts out, the Mitanni king, Arditama I, dies during the course of the siege of Carchemish, and he is succeeded to the throne by Shatarna II. Also, the Mitanni collect tributes and they build 2 chariot groups, but it appears that they are a kingdom in decline at this point. The Hittites collect a lot of resources and they build 6 chariot divisions as well as hire 3 mercenary groups. Egypt also collects resources and they build 9 chariots and hire mercenaries as well. Also, the Babylonians are continuing to grow. However, their king, Kurigalzu I, dies and is replaced by Kadashaman-Eno I. And he's not quite as good of a leader as Kurigalzu was. Then we go into round 1. So in an interesting move, Shatarna II of the Mitanni decides it's a waste of time to continue the siege of Carchemish with the Kassites in Paddan Aram, so he marches east and then south in an attempt to bring Kadashaman-Eno I to battle there. So the Mitannis charge with their chariots but fail, and the Kassites attempt to seize the battle with a countercharge. And as a result, the Mitannis suffer severe losses during the chariot battle. And then violent conflict continues, and it ends up being basically a bloody tie with the defender winning. So the Babylonians do gain a victory point, and the Mitanni have to fall back to a friendly city. You can see that battle as depicted in the picture here. Then the Hittites make a naval move from the Mediterranean to Tarsha, where they take control of that city. The Egyptian pharaoh, Imhotep III, is being somewhat of an opportunist, and he moves through Carchemish and claims all of that province for Egypt. The Mitanni don't seem to be interested in it anymore, and who knows, but perhaps history will note that Imhotep III courageously battled and wrested control of this territory from the Mitanni. Egypt is appearing to become more powerful now, though, so the Kassites play an event against them, the Carchemish Revolt. So forces now appear in the city of Carchemish, and you can see that depicted in this next picture. Then we go to round 2, and at the beginning of this turn, the Mitanni player uses an event, Internal Unrest, against the Kassite player. So this card is going to cause internal problems in the kingdom, which will command the attention of the king. So he's going to suffer a penalty from this card to his strategic rating for the rest of this turn. The Hittites also place a garrison in the city of Al-Ashia, or in Cyprus. The Egyptian player takes control of Jericho, and then the Babylonian king launches an attack against the Mitanni at Dur Katlimo, which you can see in this picture here. The Kassite chariots charge, and this wipes out a good chunk of the Mitanni army. And then in the rest of the battle, the Babylonians prevail, and there's just nothing left of the Mitanni army there. And Dur Katlimo is captured by the Babylonians. So in round 3, the Mitanni bring 3 events back with an event card. Then the Hittites move a general and an army into Kumani and take control of that. The pharaoh Imhotep III marches into Carchemish to address that uprising there, which was pictured earlier, and the battle continues after both sides try a chariot battle, which fails. And in the end, the Carchemish army retreats into the walled city, so the pharaoh begins a siege on the city. Then the Babylonians march around the Mitanni territory, and they finally launch an attack against the Mitanni capital city, Washukani. And the Mitanni are defeated here, and the Babylonian Kassites besiege the capital city. I'm sorry I don't have a picture for any of that. Then we go into round 4, and the Mitanni player uses the Army Rebels event against the Babylonians, which is going to force some attrition checks. The Hittites take control of another city. The Egyptian siege at Carchemish against the uprising fails, but the Kassites resume their siege of the Mitanni capital, and that's successful, and that city finally falls to Kadashaman Enel I. So that's going to go down in the annals of Chaldean history for sure. Now we go to the round 5. The Mitanni do regain control of Paddan Aram. I don't know how much good that's going to do them. The Hittite king, Arnumanda I, dies, and he is succeeded to the throne by Tudhaliya III. And King Arnumanda will probably always be remembered for his great sea escapade and his conquest of Cyprus. The Hittites receive gifts, and they're able to place a chariot, but that's really only going to serve for prestige, I think, because nothing will be done with them in battle. Egypt continues its siege of Carchemish, but again, no progress is made, and then the Babylonians make a few small maneuvers in Assyria. So this turn 5 sees a little bit of a change in the power of the era. Egypt is now in first place with 62 victory points. The Kassite Babylonians are in second place now with 53 victory points, and the Mitanni have fallen back to 48 victory points, and the Hittites have 45 victory points. And that brings turn 5 to a conclusion. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like to see turn 6, please stay tuned.
Trucking, got my chips cashed.